When I do an audit on someone's business, there's 3 things that I find immediately that everybody's challenged on. 1 is productivity, 2 is time management, and 3 is mentorship. In this episode, we're going to dive deep on the secrets and behind the scenes on how to block schedule, mindset condition, how to work on the business and work in the business, and how to hover like the CEO in a helicopter above your business so you can run things efficiently. In addition to that, the secret behind mentorship and the difference between teaching and coaching. Welcome to another episode of On the Couch Podcast, where we dive into the mortgage business and the world of entrepreneurship. I'm Johnny Supa, and we're here with
Danny Cardozo.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That was 2 for 2, man. I liked it. That was good. So
ChatGPT ain't got nothing on me.
I mean,
Nothing.
that was pretty good. So this is gonna be very exciting. Productivity, I think that's the number one thing people struggle on.
See-
how do they use their 24 hours?
Well, I think a lot of what's happening in the industry is paralysis by analysis, right? If you guys know what that means, is people overanalyze what they think they think is productive, and then they get into the going through the motions, but not understanding that there's a 60-40 split. We talked about this the other day. Majority of the people go through the emotion of the mundane day. Okay, there's no intent in what you're trying to deliver in your work. Just like when you go to the gym, just like when you're cooking. You ever find somebody cook the same 2 dishes using the same 2 ingredients? The one that's cooked with love and the one that's just going through the motions are 2 different dishes? You ever notice that?
Yeah, you're
Vice
going to
versa.
put that extra
But it comes.
touch to it or whatever the case is, that extra taste or, yeah. Sure.
But even the company you're with, the entertainment of it are going to see the difference. And I think that's where productivity is the biggest challenge. People think just because they busy is being productive. Just because you're cooking doesn't mean you're making a dish. Just because you're at the gym doesn't mean you're actually shedding weight or building muscle.
Or
Just
pretending to be CEO.
or pretending to be CEO. Exactly. It's productivity is about doing things with intent, doing things with meaning, knowing what the end result needs to be. That's what productivity is to me. That's the difference between being productive. I can go through a whole 8-hour workday and some days go home and feel like I was not productive. Like that happens a lot. Like I'm sure that happens to a lot of people. And then there's days where it's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Or
and
I'm going to say it's 5 o'clock and you're like, holy fuck, the last 2 hours, I just killed it. And I was fully productive.
And you did what most people did in those 2 hours, what they would do in a whole week.
100%.
That's
How do you guys recoup? If let's say you've wasted 4 hours, how do you recoup that?
so a lot of people don't hear me here, but I have affirmations in my office and I have a mission statement. Because when I find that I'm falling off track, which is often, or I find that listen, being an entrepreneur is the biggest roller coaster. You're up, then you're down. And then you're up, and then you're down. And it's hard to stay productive if you don't have your goals in front of you. If you don't know what the finish line looks like, it's very difficult. For me, this is just my opinion. So I reflect a lot, and I look at my whys. Like, why am I doing this? What do I want the outcome to be? And that mindset conditioning, it actually helps a lot with my productivity because there's a bigger why than just the freedom. It's being disciplined within that productivity that makes me want the end result even more. Like I have a big why on why I'm doing this. But
an entrepreneur, now guys, we're all entrepreneurs here, and you know, entrepreneurs used very loosely on social media, but we are actually producing business-like entrepreneurship every single day. Having said that, how do you guys take the time to run a family, run a business?
well, hold on. I think Danny has to answer. So I can interrupt
productivity?
you. But yeah, like what's because
I was okay with whatever you said right now.
Because Johnny, you touched on every single angle and
no,
corner.
I know, but that's mine. But Danny.
Okay, Danny, how are you productive?
Like, and I'm going to prompt him into this because Danny I'm obsessed with time. If anybody who knows me, okay? I like clocks. I like time. It's the only thing that doesn't stop. It just continues to tick. Doesn't matter if you're here or you're not here. Danny wants to be a thief of time.
A Thief of Time. That's a good movie. So how are you
Or
a Thief of Time?
You watched it?
Prince of Persia is the only thing I watched. But go ahead.
Is it a movie for real? Oh,
Thief of Time. No,
I have no
Prince of
idea.
Persia is.
I don't know. I think it's a great title for a book, The Thief of Time.
Yeah, it is.
But
Ooh, I'm taking it.
Danny wants to find time, and that's about being like productive and efficient. Is what I think you should touch on. There's your prompt.
Go ahead.
There's my prompt.
That's good.
There's your prompt.
I mean,
How do you steal time?
how do you steal time? You got to find ways to gain time. And you got
I'm
a
listening. Go.
person only has, someone said this yesterday on our call. 1 hour equals out to being 4% of the day.
Yeah.
But in reality, you have to sleep for 8 hours, give or take, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more. But for your body to probably function properly, you're losing 8 hours. So reality is 1 hour is about 6 to 7% a day.
We say 4%, because 20.
If you include the 8 hours that you're sleeping.
Okay.
But you only have 16 hours to be productive in. So the 1 hour out of the 16 works out to about 6 to 7% to be productive in. One human can only be so productive if they're not
Efficient.
being efficient somehow. Okay. So you're either passing down work, or you're getting things automated, or you're getting people to do the work for you, whatever the case is. But you only have in every hour 6 to 7% of that day to be sufficient within that hour. So what are you going to be doing to be more efficient? If you want to excel more, I'm going to say. If you want to achieve, if you want to be more productive, as we're talking right now.
See, production can mean two different things for two different people.
Yeah, 100%.
For me, being productive is intent, right? It's the deliverability of what I'm doing. For Danny, it's about efficiency. That's his definition of being productive, right?
So you need to take all the time that you can get, and you want to steal all the time that you can save.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
I read a book.
Yeah, we are.
What's that?
I
What's
mean,
the Thief of Time? I'm gonna take
The
that.
thief of time.
Calling it.
You can't.
Calling it. Just called it.
No, man. Like, first of all,
Wow,
you got to slow down to speed up.
Can you
is-
see if someone wrote that book already?
sorry, I'm going into one of my projects right now, and I'm just going to implement that into so it's saved.
What? Just make it a chapter in the book. Like you know what's I create all these nice little mantras, like slow down to speed up, which was
Slow down to speed up.
Yeah, slow down if you want to speed
Isn't
up.
it the other way around? Speed up to slow down?
No, you got to slow down if you want to speed up.
Yeah, you need to slow down
If
in
you want
order
to go fast,
speed up.
Okay.
you can't take a
So
corner.
if you're
at full
moving
speed.
way too fast,
You're gonna take that
never
corner and
going
spin out.
to
Yeah.
slow down.
You're gonna hit the wall.
Yeah. I like that. Okay, guys. Now we get
I just
to.
want to make sure when this book comes out that there's some credit.
Of course, there'll be credit.
I will credit you guys when I write it. I promise you.
As long as we're all in the book. But these are chapters, like the thief of time. Like that's the productivity. Like if you're in this industry, you have to understand these things. Being productive can mean a lot of things to a lot of people, but it has to be done being meaningful.
Okay, ready? And I'm going to say this: time management. This is what I'm going to say to you guys.
Are we flipping topics?
Yes. Productivity is done. Time management. Ready? I'm going to say to you, because now podcasting is also about timing. I got to say this to you guys. I am Joe Smith again, and I'm saying, guys, I have a family. I got a 9-to-5 job, or I'm going to be a mortgage broker, and I don't know where to find the time. I don't even have time to go to the washroom.
We talked about this
What am I
yesterday,
gonna do?
guys. We literally talked about this yesterday.
Tell me.
And the person that has, so there's two types of people, let's say, okay? There's that person that like are lazy, they don't do much. And there's that person that moves its wheels so fast that like can't stand the person that is lazy, that keeps like getting stuff done, right? In the world, we need both. We need that person to move and get things done, but we need the lazy person will think about ways to make things easier for him in order to be as productive.
I love that.
Right?
Yeah, you're true because it does. as the CEO, you want both.
You need both.
You do.
You need both.
You do need both. You need the monkey that doesn't want to stop moving, and you need the lazy elephant who doesn't want to move.
That doesn't want to move,
But the elephant has a big
still,
brain.
will still be productive.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you literally need both. So this one agent says, I don't have the time. I'm so busy. I'm this, I'm that. Well, that person, if is thinking properly, should be thinking that 1% that I have a day, which is 6 to 7% of the day that I have, that I'm going to apply myself to, let's say, this mortgage business. How am I going to be able to be the most productive? And if that person looks to be more efficient, they'll be able to achieve what they want to achieve. Good? Good with
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
It's good. However, the counter argument with that would be if you guys are nonstop on the hamster wheel, right? There's no way anyone can attain your time management skills. There's just no way because you guys are on a hamster wheel all the time.
Yeah. So if you want the definition of time management,
Yes.
it's discipline.
How do you learn discipline on time management?
By keeping the promise you made to yourself. Like that's it.
What's the promise?
The promise is you blocked that time. You said that 5:55 is wake up time.
Okay.
That's it. You're in. You're up. 5:55. You're up. You got to be up. You got to be up. You got to be up. That's the promise you made.
Do you guys wake up at your alarm time?
5:55 a.m. every day.
Do you? But no, I didn't say that. I said, do you wake up when it goes off?
I don't snooze.
Okay, Danny, don't lie.
No,
Don't
there's-
lie, Danny.
I'm not. Hold
What
on.
time is your alarm?
I don't have an alarm.
But what time do you wake up normally? 6:30.
But there's nothing wrong. Like
I
when his body's ready.
my body's ready.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I
you.
want my body to be re-energized and ready to go for the day.
But
That allows me to be a part of this business. Although when my kids are in school, sometimes that does change.
Okay, and,
everybody's different.
but for you and I, we need alarms.
I don't. Yeah, I'm. See, for me, time management means, again, like we just talked about, productive and productive, right? We have two different ideas of what productivity looks like. Time management can mean two different things. At the end of the day, you have to fulfill the promise you've made. I have a task to complete by end of day. I can't complete a project at 80% and call it done. It doesn't work that way. You can't hand it in incomplete. You can't drive around with 3 wheels. It's got to be 100%. So for me, time management means that I'm up. I made the promise to myself. I'm committed to my morning routines. I'm selfish to me, and I'm going to, like, it's regimented. Like, ask anybody here. You cannot call me before 1 o'clock in the afternoon and talk to me about a file. Why? Because it's not part of my day. I made a promise that 9 to 11 is prospecting. 9 to 11. And then I have lunch at 12. Call me at 1.
Really?
Every day.
Every day. What
You
about
can-
if something important comes up? You got to take it.
No.
Wow. Wow, that's strict.
My phone is on silent for a reason. But that's me. Look, right now, look what it says.
What does
You
it
can
say?
read-
It says strategic.
Yeah. So,
something.
Yeah. So 1:30 to 2 o'clock is strategic outreach.
Okay, which means what?
You want me to read it for you?
Yeah, I'm curious. Of course, because people are seeing your time management right now in real time.
So it's Friday.
Okay.
So Friday between 1:30 and 2 o'clock p.m. Strategic planning and goal setting, reviewing weekly progress on business goals, setting next week's top priorities. Clearly, I'm not doing it because I'm sitting here right now on the podcast, and adjusting sales strategies and market positioning. So what's going to happen now is because I'm going to feel so incomplete that I will have to go later today and complete my tasks because it's a promise. I wrote a contract. I signed this. That's me, though. That's me. I wrote this in my calendar. Look at my calendar.
So
Stefano, look.
you have a to-do list. I see.
Rise and shine.
Yeah.
Formula One.
Yeah.
Practice. Breakfast with my family. Cold shower. Block schedule. This is time management for me.
Yeah, I see it.
If you ask anybody here, I show up to the office the same time every day, 9:32. I'm walking 9:27, 9:32. I'm walking in that door every single, except for the odd day. Like today, I was here at 8:40ish, give or take. 8:45, commute to the office. Today, 9 o'clock, podcast. 9:30 affirmations. Every day, 9:30 affirmations. When I fall off track, I go back to affirmations. Friday, entertainment, which is social media. 12 o'clock, lunch. 1 o'clock, Friday strategies. 1:30, strategic outreach. And then 1:30.
You have it by the minute.
You didn't follow anything today.
Yeah.
No, I'm obviously
Yeah.
not.
So now, do you have the same
Obviously.
thing, Danny?
Do I block schedule
Yeah.
my time? I block schedule certain things, yes.
But as
Not,
regimen
not-
as
I'm
like
not
that's
as regimented as Johnny is.
that 7 days a week for you, or do you quit it on Saturday, Sunday
I quit 1:30s on Friday
until Monday morning?
until Monday morning. From Friday afternoon. So now my shift is going to change because I got to finish what
Sure.
I have to do, right? Like Nick just said, I waited 45 minutes for a question I needed to, like, you know, there's people that are waiting for answers from me, but
But you also block scheduled your podcast time. It's part of the
Yeah,
it's part of the
that's-
business.
it is,
part
but
of
it
blocks.
takes away, like, obviously not every Friday. So Friday still needs to be my Friday.
Of course.
Yeah, right. Or if we shoot on a Wednesday, I'm losing database mining because I database mine on Wednesdays, for instance, right? So it's just,
It's a trial and error, just like productivity. But we're getting onto our third topic here.
so hold on. Time management is the key to the business. If you're not understanding how to work on the business, okay, so that's doing productivity. Next, what's next? What's next? What's next? Then you can work on the business, the minutia. But if you're that agent, and I say this all the time in any training, if you go downstairs and you open up your file and you are reacting to the day, reacting to your emails, reacting to your text messages, reacting to the phone calls, you are draining the energy that can be used towards productivity in your pipeline. Because pipeline is the most important part of this business. You need to see 30, 60, 90 days ahead of you. You're in sales, you're in direct sales. You have to see that far ahead. Then you take the afternoon after you refuel because you had lunch and you go and work on the business.
Good.
Okay? You have to. It's just,
And as a podcast producer, I also have to time manage. And that's the one thing that people don't realize, that outside of this podcast, you and I and Danny, we still structure each podcast because it's time management. We can go 4 hours if we really wanted to, but we can't. And that brings me, gentlemen, to the last part, or second last part, tequila's the last part, but this, the importance of a mentorship. Now, is this more geared towards Johnny or Danny? Do you also feel like you're in the position of mentoring the agents that come in here as well? So who wants to take the mentorship full steam ahead?
We both have different roles amongst ourselves in this business. Johnny focuses on sales techniques and coaching in that sense. I look into strategizing. I look into building the tech, that kind of part. As a mentor into teaching these agents, we both do different types of coaching. So
So you're taking the more automated approach to mentoring, and Johnny's taking the more human to human, so to speak, of mentorship.
there's this industry, you need to have database formulas and you have to have sales formulas. Because without sales formulas, you can't have a database. Like just like in the car industry, like I say this because this is so predominant. Like you have a sales and you have service. You have sales and operations. Same thing in this industry. You have sales and you have operations. If you don't understand database mining, you don't understand pipelines and automations, you don't understand strategies and workflows, you don't understand systems and processes, you're gonna have a hard time in the industry. But if you don't have somebody who's teaching you sales, direct sales, time management, procrastination, all these things, kicking you in the ass, holding you accountable, then yeah. But a lot of people think they come in the industry and they think teaching is mentorship. Teaching is not mentorship, okay? Teaching is like you did when you went to school. You got taught. Theoretics are not everyday practices. Theoretics are just theories, what ifs. Everyday practices in real life and happening is where you want to coach, because it's all about the accountability. That's really what it is. Mentorship is extremely important. It's one of the 5 audits you'll find in when we dissect your business. It's actually number 5. It's that you don't have a coach or you don't have a mentor. You don't have somebody like Danny or myself who you can call and we're gonna mentor you. It's not even about the teaching. The teaching is there. That's the byproduct of that service. But mentorship is showing you the way, holding you accountable, asking you for the action items to be completed in a timely fashion on your time end. Like, that's what it's about. That's what mentorship is. I think it's less said is better for mentorship. You need it. If you don't have,
said is
in this category right now, like I can't say anything. Like, you need mentorship. Everybody needs mentorship. You need it.
the problem is we're surrounded by nonsense. We're surrounded by fake mentorship. How many people are influencers now? But what can they really influence? There's a lot of people even in the mortgage world that they're online spouting out these things. And I'm sure if you guys look at it as professionals, you say, the fuck is this guy talking about? He doesn't make any sense.
I think there's a lot of noise, but here's the difference. The guy out there that you're watching on your IG post or your TikTok is telling you what you want to hear, making you feel good. Me, I'm going to make you hate me because I'm telling you the things that you know that you're missing. I'm telling you that you're dissecting what I'm saying because it's a reflection of what you are, and you're going to hate me. And if you don't like your coach, that's what you want. Tell me anybody in any athlete in any world who is there. There's got to be that love-hate relationship, because everything I'm saying is a direct reflection of what you think. If you think I'm talking about, like, if I'm here raving about one in particular thing and it bothers you or triggers a nerve, it's because it's a direct reflection of who you are, not because you don't like me. And that's what you should be looking for. And people need it in the industry. They're just looking for the instant gratification from that post, from that guy who's saying, yeah, like all these, I don't know, this is too convoluted. There's too many people trying to say the same thing, where if it's not striking a nerve, it's not doing anything.
Well said.
All right, guys, I'm going to change this thing up real quickly right now. I'll do the outro. I want to thank everybody for watching this show. Please comment. If you have any comments below, give us something to talk about. If you want us to talk about something in one of our next episodes, put that down there.
Beautiful. Where can they find us, especially you, Danny?
They can find me personally on my social feed on any platform. Mortgages by Danny C. Unesta Financial.
That's right. JohnnySupa.com.
JohnnySupa.com.
And of course,
our podcast, On the Couch Podcast 23, on all
social
streaming platforms, I guess.
And until then, Danny, we'll see them later.
See you later.